Hello, and welcome to U.S. History B, Unit 3. And this is about World War II, which is one of my very favorite things to study about. And I love to dive into certain parts of this war. And they're really cool, and there's a lot of really cool stuff to learn about. So, for this unit, first of all, for lesson 11, you will learn about the rise of fascism, and a lot of that had to do with what was going on with economics at the time. I mean, it's all about money, really, in a lot of ways, right? And so we had the Germans who were kind of punished after World War One, and the Italians also had some fascism going on because they had hard economics that were happening. And the Americans at this time decided that they were just going to stay out of the whole thing. Okay. But things changed quickly because Pearl Harbor was attacked by the Japanese. Okay, and that wasn't really something that we thought would happen. So, um, there were a lot of things that happened at home, in the United States because of this. And there was a lot of war production that was going on. A lot of the men were off to war, and so the production was happening a lot from the women. Um, and you'll see some posters and you'll see some things like that. Now, what I want you to do is look at a movie. So you're going to analyze a video that I have posted, and you're going to fill out this paper about the movie that you see. Okay. And tell me what you think of it. The movie, in the little introduction, it says that the movie was made by Disney, and they were hired by the federal government to make propaganda for the war, honestly. And that was their job. Okay. So I want you to tell me what you see in the movie, and then I'm going to give you a series of posters, and I want you to choose a poster and tell me what you see in that poster. Okay. And then go ahead and turn that in. All right. And then you're going to do a discussion post about um, about the home front and about what was going on the home front. Okay. And then for the Unit 3 project, you are going to, it says, a big part of World War II on the home front was that propaganda was used to promote the war. According to the Oxford Dictionary, propaganda is information, especially of biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view. Propaganda included posters, advertisements, comic books and cartoons, leaflets, radio, books, films, animations, magazines, newspapers, army war shows. Okay, so here I have a lot of the posters that were used and some that are used now. Okay, so there were a variety of reasons that the propaganda was used. All right, to see the atrocities of the other side. That's the video that you will watch. To warn of careless talk, to tell about victories, to give false optimism or true optimism, to help people join the war effort, to give them information of what to do in case of an air raid, um, and conservation, rationing for war efforts, promotion for victory gardens to grow food for everyone, promotion for buying war bonds, um, women's role in the war effort. Okay, so that's what the propaganda was for. What I need you to do is to choose a piece of propaganda that you haven't seen yet and write a short essay about it. Okay? This doesn't have to be too long. Please include the propaganda that you have chosen in your project. So it can be on a slideshow, it can be on a paper document. I really don't care how you do it, but I need you to include your thesis about the propaganda and its theme and provide the propaganda so I can see it, and then give a reason for this item and why it was created, and then tell me how the propaganda was effective at portraying the reason that it gave. Okay. Then, when you are done with the short essay, I need you to make a propaganda item for the same reason that this one was made, only using a different medium. Okay, so look up here at the different mediums that were created and choose something different. So if you find a poster, then you can make a film about it, or a book about it, or a leaflet, or a magazine, or a newspaper, or whatever. Okay, you have a lot of options. So, and then I need you to tell me the reason. I need to be able to understand. I need to be able to understand from your propaganda the reason for your propaganda that shows the same reason as the item above. It needs to be on a different medium, and the writings and graphics need to be done by you. Now, I understand that you are not Disney, okay? I do not expect you to be Disney, all right? So I expect that the propaganda that you show is going to be better than the propaganda that you give, okay? And that is okay, all right? It doesn't have to be amazing, okay? Just show me a little bit of creativity, maybe a sketch of what you would do, that kind of a thing, okay? It doesn't have to be a complete work of art. It doesn't have to be a cinematic miracle, okay? I just want you to show me what you would do for your propaganda, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.